So this video is going to be on circles and triangles. So it's when a circle is around 3 points of the triangle. So we may have a circle and we're going to have a triangle on the inside. Yeah, so just a quick note, usually the perpendicular bisector of each of the lines of the triangle will meet on the center of the circle. Okay, the perpendicular bisector. So let's start with the first question. The point UVW line in the circle showed that the triangle UVW has a right angle. So let me quickly just draw a quick sketch. So let's say we have a circle. Let's do the points first. So 7, 7. Let's say it's going to be up here. -3, -1 down here, and -2, 8 will be up here. So if that's my triangle, we'll draw a circle. We'll draw the circle in green. Yeah, like this. Yeah, for example. So we know from GCSE a right angle triangle, so this is the diameter. Yeah, so that's the center of the circle and that's the diameter. So to prove that it's a right angle triangle, we're just going to find the length from U to W, U to V, and then V and W, and hopefully should fit Pythagoras. So let's do the smaller length first. Let's do UV equals square root, so I'm just finding the length. Again, I'm using the Pythagoras. X2 minus x1 squared, so that is 7 minus 2 squared plus 7 minus 8 all squared, that equals 9 squared, add 1 squared, so 81, add 1, that equals square root 82. Let's do the same for UW now. So that gives me square root -3 x2 minus x1 minus 2 squared plus -1 minus 8 all squared, that equals 1 squared, and 9, so that equals square root 82 as well. And let's work out the last one, VW. So that equals square root -3 minus 7 squared plus -1 minus 7 all squared. So that equals -10, 100, 864 square root. Okay, so then we just do Pythagoras. So UV squared add UW squared equals VW squared. UV squared is 82, add 82 equals 164. And that's correct. So therefore, it is a right angle triangle. Now it says find the coordinates of the center of the circle. We know it cuts through this, the WV is the diameter, so we need to find the center of that, which is just the midpoint. Okay, so I'm just going to get rid of question 1 before I move on. Oops. Get rid of that. I'll get rid of all of this. Okay, so number 2, we're going to look at the midpoint. So again, we're just going to use our coordinates, VW, and we're just going to find the midpoint. So that is x4 plus 4, x7 plus -3 over 2. And we have 7 plus minus 1 over 2, that equals 2, 3. So that's our midpoint. So that's B done. And for C, we're gonna write down the equation of the line. So equation of the line, so we got a point, so we got the midpoint, so we can find the equation of the circle, sorry. So we got the midpoint, so that's x minus 2 and x minus 3. That is done, so we just need to work out the radius now. So the radius, we just gonna find the length. For radius, we could just work out from the midpoint from the center to V. Oh, sorry, so the distance from center to V. So we're just gonna do the distance from V to W was square root 164. The radius is half. So the diameter was square 164. So if you just divide that by 2, that will give us the radius. Yes, so from question 1, we worked out diameter. So radius is just half of it. So that would be, what would that be? Let's take out, we can't square root yet. Put it all under the square root 164 over 4. Okay, I might just leave it as that. Therefore, the x minus 2 squared plus y minus 3 all squared equals 164 over 4, because this will be squared, r squared, so just leave it at that. And that could be cancelled down to 16 is 41. So that's the equation of the circle, equals 41. Okay. So that's that question done. Next one, we're going to look at the point AUC line of the circle. Show that AC is the diameter of the circle. So to show that it's the diameter of the circle, that must mean that B is the right angle. So if I do A, if I find, so if this must mean it's a right angle triangle. So again, I'm just going to work out AB and BC, and then it's equal to AC. So AB squared and BC squared is equal to AC squared. So let's work out AB equals square root 5 minus 2 squared add 7 minus 6 squared, which equals square root 5 minus 9, 1 square root 10. BC equals square root 8 minus 5 squared add minus 2 minus 7 squared that equals 981. That equals square root 90, and AC sorry, equals square root 8 minus 2 all squared plus minus 2 minus 6 all squared, which equals 6 squared 36, 8 squared is 64, square root 100, and we can see it will add up. So AB squared is 10, add BC squared is 90, equals AC squared, which equals 100. Yeah, so therefore it's a right angle triangle. Cool, next up, find the equation of the line. So therefore, since AC is the diameter, to find the equation of the circle, we need to find the distance of AC and the midpoint of AC. So diameter, so we already got the AC, the distance here with square root 100. So we're just going to divide that by 2 to get the radius. The space. Okay, now so let me get rid of all of this. So for number 2, write down the equation of the line, of the circle, sorry. So we just need to find the midpoint first of AC, because that's the diameter, so that will give us the middle of the circle. So midpoint is 2 plus 8 over 2 and minus 6 plus minus 2 over 2, which equals 5, 2. Yeah, so that's the middle. And the radius equals square root 100, that was the distance, divided by 2, 10 divided by 2, which equals 5. So the equation of the circle is x minus 5 all squared plus y minus 2 all squared equals 5 squared, which is 25. Okay, cool, that's all done. Find the area of the triangle. So that is base times height divided by 2. So for C, let's find the area of this triangle. The base is the height of the triangle. So if AC is the diameter, yes, so the height is going to be from, so let's say that was B, C, A. So the height is going to be BC, and the base is going to be AB. So boom, base times height. So right angle triangle. So the base is here, which was square root 10, and this was square root 90. So very simple. Square root 10 times square root 90 divided all by 2. That equals square root 900 divided by 2. 9, which equals 30 divided by 2, which equals 15. Cool, so that's the area of the triangle. Okay, because it's a right angle triangle, that's the diameter, that's B, C, so A, that's B, that's A, that's C. Yeah, so base times height divided by 2. Okay, next up we have, let's go to this triangle. Okay, never mind, doesn't want to go. Okay, next part we have the point ABC lie on the circumference of a circle. Find the equation perpendicular bisector to AB and AC. So I'll do them first. So the point that is perpendicular bisector. So again, it's the middle of the AB. So we find the midpoint of AB, which equals -3 plus 9 over 2 and 19 plus 11 over 2, which equals 3 and 15. So that's the midpoint. And then we need to find the gradient of AB and then find the perpendicular gradient. So gradient M equals y2 minus y1, so that is 11 minus 19 over x2 minus x1, which equals 8 over 12 divided by, so minus 8 over 12, which equals minus 2/3. Yeah, so the perpendicular bisector gradient is 3 over 2. Yeah, negative reciprocal. Put that all into the equation. Y equals 3 over 2x plus c. Work out what c is using this coordinate. X equals 3, y equals 15, equals 3 over 2, 3 plus c. And we arrange that 9 over 2. So c equals 15 minus 9 over 2. C equals 30 over 2 minus 9, which is 21 over 2. Therefore, my equation is y equals 3 over 2x plus 21 over 2. Okay, cool. Do the same for AC. So midpoint, you're going to quickly work that out. I'll do it up here. Midpoint is going to be -3 minus 15 divided by 2, that is -9, and 19 add 1 is just 10. Yeah, and then work out the gradient, which is going to be 1 minus 19, it is minus 18, divided by minus 15 minus 3, which is 18. So the gradient is 18 minus 18 over minus 15 plus 3 is minus 12. So that becomes a positive reciprocal, so that equals 3 over 2. So my perpendicular gradient is minus 3 over 2. And therefore y equals, so minus 2 over 3, sorry. 2 over 3, and we put this back into it. So let's just do that quickly. 10. I'm just going to rush through this because we've done loads of these. Minus 9, add c. C equals minus 2 over 3 equals 4. So therefore my equation of this one is y equals minus 2 over 3x plus 4. Alright, so I'll just quickly look at my AC coordinate. Find the coordinate of the center of the circle. Remember I said it cuts the perpendicular bisectors cut the circle, go through the center of the circle. So we just to work out where they intersect. So I've got my two equations. I'm just gonna use simultaneous equation. So this is part B. It's 3 over 2x, y equals 3 over 2x plus 21 over 2. And we have next one, y equals minus 2 over 3x plus 4. Let's work that out simultaneously. Really y equals, so get them to equate to each other. 3 over 2x plus 21 over 2 equals minus 2 over 3x plus 4. Could just multiply everything by 2 and then times it by 3. So if I times everything by 2, I would get 3 plus 3x plus 21 equals minus 4 over 3x plus 8, and then I times everything by 3 to get rid of that 3 here. So 9x plus 63 equals minus 4 plus 24. Rearrange everything. 13, take that to the other side, I can 13x equals, bring this to that side, minus 39, x equals minus 3. Therefore y equals, place minus 3 into here, that will give me positive 2 plus 4, which equals 6. Okay, to solve it simultaneously, so my circle is minus 3, 6, the coordinates. Next part, it says find the equation of the circle. So to work out the equation of the circle, so I've got the center, minus 3, 6. We just need to work out the radius. So the radius, we just pick a point where it touches the circumference. Here from the center to circumference, let's just use B, 9, 11. So work out the distance between that. Is square root 9, 11 was the thing. So 9 minus 3. So that's my minus 3, 6. That's what I'm using there. And B, which touches the center, was 9, 11. Just in case you wonder where I got these numbers from, plus 11 minus 6 squared, which equals square root 12 square 144, 169, which equals 13. Yeah, 12 squared 144, yeah. So that's the distance from the midpoint to the circumference, so that's the radius. So equation of my circle becomes x minus 3, so plus 3 squared, add y minus 6 squared equals 13 squared, which is 169. Okay, so that's all done.